Hey, this is Mark Saunders with Saunders Realty. So if you're viewing this video, chances are you've given us notice that you're going to be terminating your lease early. You're basically moving out before your lease is up. Now, you probably have a lot of questions about how that all works and what are you going to be charged for. So the reason for this video is to cover some of those charges so you can kind of know what to expect. Now, every situation is different. So if you still have questions, reach out to your property manager. They'll be happy to give you an idea of kind of how this works or answer any questions that you have. So if you need to break your lease early, we will use under Part 17F of your lease is the terminating of your right of possession of the property. Basically, it says termination of the tenant's right of possession. What that means is you will turn the property back over to us on the date that you move out, and it will end your possession of the property. It does not end your lease. You're still responsible for all the conditions of your lease, like paying the utility bills, if you have a house, keeping up the yard, stuff like that. You're still responsible for all of that. What we will do is try to rent the property as quick as we can. Now, it is the property manager's decision if he wants to show it while you're still occupying the property. So let's say, I'm going to give you a real life example at the end of this to kind of walk you through it. But let's say your lease runs till the end of December and you give us notice you're going to be moving out July 15th. Let's say you give us a 30-day notice or a 60-day notice, whatever it is. It is the property manager's decision if we can go ahead and start showing it. So we will try to show it, but if we come out and the property does not show well or it's really cluttered or dirty, then the property manager can decide to not show it until you have vacated the property. The key is try to work with us. If the property looks good and you allow us to show it as much as possible, we can rent the property quicker. The conditions of the lease state that you are responsible for the rent and any cost associated to re-rent the property. So let's say, for example, the same example, you're going to move out your lease runs till the end of December. You're going to move out July 15th. Once you move out, you continue to pay your rent just like you normally would. Let's say, for example, we actually get the property rented and somebody's going to move in July 16th. You would go ahead and pay your July rent just like normal. It's due on the 1st, it's late after the 5th. You will pay the full July's rent amount. Your rent will be prorated up to the day that we rent the property again. The way we use the formula to prorate your rent is your monthly rent divided by 30, and that gives you your rent per day. So now you're responsible for 15 days in July. Your rent per day times 15 will equal your total amount due in July. You will also be charged any cost to re-rent the property. So let's cover the management fees associated with that. Our fee to the property owner to rent a property for them is half the first month's rent. So in our example that we're using, let's say your rent is $1,000 a month. Our fee to re-rent the property will be $500. That will be added to your account at closeout. Also, you'll be charged any costs associated to get the property ready to go again. So let's say, for example, it costs $125 to clean the property. It costs $125 to clean the carpets. Our management fee on maintenance that the owner has to pay is 10%, our fee on top of that. So if it's $125 to clean the property, our management fee is $12.50. You will get a full accounting of exactly how much you will owe 30 days after your lease ends. North Carolina law states we have to give you a full accounting within 30 days of when your lease ends. Keep in mind, it's not when you move out, but when your lease actually ends. So in this example, your lease would end July 15th because a new tenant would be moving in July 16th. We have 30 days from then to give you a full accounting of your deposit. If it takes us longer than that, we'll give you a 30-day notice because by law we can extend that to 60 days after your lease ends. If you move out April and it takes us till July 15th to rent your property, we have 30 days from July 15th because your lease is not ending, we're just terminating your right of possession. So let's kind of break it down using the same example. Let's say your rent's $1,000 a month. Your lease runs till the end of December. You're going to be moving out July 15th. What are some of the fees and everything associated with it? Well, if we broke it down, 1,000 divided by 30 equals $33.33 a day that your rent is charged. The prorated amount for July would be $499.95. Now start adding in the fees. The rent fee for us to re-rent the property is $500, which we charge the owner. You would have to pay him back for. Cleaning is $125. Our management fee for maintenance is $12.50, 10% of the bill. Cleaning the bill to clean the carpets, $125. Our management fee on that is $12.50. To rekey the property, to send a locksmith out, Ballpark could be $150. These are all examples. Your situation will be different, but just giving you an idea. Locksmith, $150. Our fee is $15 on that. Let's say it takes $500 to repaint a couple rooms to get it ready to go. Our management fee on that will be $50 or 10%, which comes in ballpark your total cost associated to re-rent the property, $1,490. Now, we're going to start subtracting out your deposit. In this situation, let's say your deposit's $1,000. So that's going to lower the amount still due, $490. And then we'll look at the credit for the proration of the month that when we actually rented the property again. So in this example, with the breakdown and everything, you would technically get $10.05 back after all the fees and everything are associated with it. Hopefully this answers some of your questions about terminating your lease early with us and how it works. Keep in mind you still are responsible for your utility cost, keeping the yard mowed. If we have to get the utilities on in our name, that'll be charged to your account as well. If you still have any questions, feel free to reach out to the property manager here at Saunders Realty, 336-939-6275. Thanks.